Everybody, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking a little bit more about the Budget K-swap Integra. To the channel, welcome. I appreciate you for the support. And obviously we talk a lot and I show you guys a lot about K-swap content. You guys can see the EG is the first one to open up the channel, and then now we're breaking ground, way more ground with the Integra. So today you're going to be talking about power steering and what options I went with. As you can see, you have many options out there. The ones that come to mind is obviously Hybrid Racing. They have a kit that will set you straight pretty much from the beginning. So it's essentially plug and play. You know, you spend the money, and hassle is free for the most part. But I wanted something cheaper. I wanted something budget. Obviously, that's the title. This is a budget build. So I want to give a huge shout out, and I'm going to put him right here. If it wasn't for his videos, I think I would have never stumbled on this or even learned what we required to do this budget setup. Comparing prices and, you know, versus my take, what I did versus a Hybrid Racing one. I'm not sure if there's other brands out there. I think I might have seen other ones that they sell, maybe the high pressure lines and stuff like that, but this by far, I think Chase Bay might have a kit and other brands out there, but this by far it is way cheaper. I did not break the bank, and we're gonna put it, you know, we're gonna put it to test and use. But I've seen it done before, and it worked, and it's proven. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the same thing, because obviously budget, like I keep repeating myself. But yeah, let's get out. From what I was reading from Hybrid Racing, their kits are pretty much compatible, and you might want to get, for the most part, I've seen people run TSX ones, but I decided to go with the universal one, the one that for the most part will work on any chassis. It's the RSX or the RSX Type S. This is from 02 to 04, but I'm not sure if the 02 or the 05 to 06 will work. I'm pretty sure it's all the same, but this right here, it's the RSX one, Type S or RSX. I bought it off Facebook Market, and it's OEM. It was about 40 bucks or so. So on that, it all depends on where you get it. If you get it aftermarket, or if you get it, you know, from another vehicle at the junkyard. But that can vary range in prices on where you get it. I spent 40 bucks on it, so it wasn't too bad. And when you get it, obviously you want the bar that's facing that way. They do have aftermarket ones where you can hit or position it how you want to, but I just wanted to save myself budget, you know, save money, and I kept the plastic one, which it's off the way and it's not in the constructing anything. It's not in the way of anything, you know. Also straight will be perfect, but this, it's I can't complain about the high pressure line. It's also an RSX base or Type S, and I'm pretty sure 02 to 06 should work fine. This right here is actually from an 02 to 04, because I just wanted to keep it in that, you know, year range, because I know that works perfectly with K-swaps. But yeah, essentially I just routed it all the way through here. I did have to bend a couple and, you know, bend it to make it work. I did use some of the brackets that it come with to kind of like make it position, and that way it's more fixated. And then I mounted it at the bottom right there in the rack, which I believe is a 14. And yeah, and it does have to put the sensor as well, which I already hooked up right there. And then moving on to the Reservoir, if you do get the Hybrid Racing one, it does bring a Reservoir. If you do not have one, it's up to you if you want to move it. I've seen people that run it on that side, but I decided just to keep it on this side, and that is my stock one, you guys can see. And then I decided to keep, I'm going to test out, I've never seen anybody do it, but the Integra has hard lines when it comes to the power steering lines that run back to the racks. You guys can see faintly, and sorry for the lighting. I've seen people that, you know, we just run a hose and then that's it. I just decided to keep that to see, because it was all tucked out of the way so you guys can see. And I believe that's going to be working. I have not tested it yet, but I have faith that it's going to be working. And then going back to the Reservoir, I had a 5/8, you guys can see, with an OEM clamp running all the way through here, tuck underneath the radiator support. You guys can see right there, snaking right inside, and then popping out on this side. I did have to cut a little bit, but 5 foot was perfectly fine. Got it on Amazon, about 13 bucks, 15 bucks or so. I'm gonna put the price right here, because obviously I do not remember. But yeah, that's right there, the price. Lastly, as you guys can see, we do have an oil cooler, power steering cooler. You guys can see with the lines, those right there, it was brought with the kit. I believe they're 11/30 seconds, but if I have any issues, 3/8 will work perfectly fine. And that's where I mounted it in front of the condenser, or if you're just running a regular radiator, put it right in front of the radiator. And that is your setup. price right there for how much I pay for rebate. And yeah, so that right there will pretty much consist and will be power steering budget wise. If you're running a K-swap, you will have to cut and notch a little bit of the hood in order for it to clear, because it does hit. And then obviously just if you're not too sure about the serpentine belt, check out one of my other videos, and I do talk about the size and stuff like that on it, because it's going to range regarding on what you're using and what you're running. Obviously I'm going to be running AC, so I'm going to have to be changing it out. That's going to consist of the video. Thank you guys for watching. It's a little bit recapping everything, a little bit about the budget power steering setup that I have for the car. I have seen people that do change the pulley size on it, but you have to be very, very careful. And some of the ones that I've seen that they sell, it's smaller in diameter, so it allows you to clear. But in my case, when I was testing it, it wasn't so much the pulley hitting, it was more, because this is an Integra, it might change to different chassis, but it was hitting more towards this side. So I'm going to have to mock it and see, kind of put a little bit of maybe clay or something to see where it's touching, so that way I can precisely cut it and not busher the whole hood, because obviously this is OEM and it still has the tag in there. You guys can see, look at that. So a lot of the stuff here is still original from the actual chassis. You guys can see, still original. I just don't want to mess with it too much or busher it. But yeah, sorry for rambling about that. This is going to conclude the video. Thank you guys for watching. Welcome all new subscribers, and just stay tuned for more K-swap and Integra K-swap content budget.